Starting the top five corners with number five being Sauce Gardner. Last year he was number four. He's dropping one spot. Honestly, I just want to see him in the playoffs, and he's had no postseason experience, and it's not his fault. Just he's on the wrong team right now. Yeah, wrong place, wrong time. But he's still a great shutdown cover corner. He's still one of those guys that's definitely great as advertised, and yeah, he's been super entertaining since he's been in the league, and he's still got so much time to develop into such a better player. So, 23 years old, 3 years in the league, 4 years, $120.4 million, 15 games played, 49 tackles, one tackle for loss, one QB hit, one interception, nine pass deflections, targeted 58 times, 56.9 completion percentage against him, one touchdown allowed, 541 yards allowed, 149 yards after the catch allowed, blitzed four times, and a QB hurry. Overall, yeah, he's very deserving of being here. I really do enjoy Sauce Gardner and his play, and definitely one of the premier corners in this league. Super young, already has been an All Pro, so the potential to continuously get better is there, and I hope he stays healthy, has a active season, 17 plus games, and hope to see him in the playoffs in the near future. Want to see what he's going to do against some of the top receivers like he always does, only in a bigger spotlight like the playoffs. So again, Sauce Gardner, very lucky to have him on the Jets, and yeah, they should be ecstatic that they have some bright spots in this team. Four, we got Trent McDuffie of the Kansas City Chiefs. Last year he was honorable mention. This year he's jumping all the way to number four. I mean, even last year I was thinking, does he deserve honorable mention? I think it might have been too low for him. I might have regret my decision of not making him on the countdown. But everything's changed, obviously, with the corners and the shifts, and the with the QB with the corners aging. Yeah, Trent McDuffie's one of those guys, a staple of this Chiefs defense. Definitely a guy that's helped them win Super Bowls. Definitely a very important piece for their success. So Trent McDuffie has been outstanding, and he's super young, 24 years old, 3 years in the league, 2 years, $16.24 million left on his rookie deal. He had 16 games played, 59 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 4 QB hits, 2 interceptions, 13 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble, half a sack. He was targeted 90 times with a 60 completion percentage, 4 touchdowns allowed, 545 yards allowed, 174 yards after the catch allowed, blitzed 18 times, 1 QB hurry, 3 QB knockdowns, 1 batted pass. He was in the playoffs, 3 games played, 13 tackles, 3 pass deflections, targeted 17 times for a 58.8 completion percentage, had 153 yards allowed, 1 touchdown allowed, 21 yards after the catch allowed, and blitzed 2 times. He was 22nd in Defensive Player of the Year voting. He was also a second team All Pro member. This is an All Pro talent. This is a lockdown guy, but more known for his physicality and just not being afraid to tackle and corners. That is a rarity. That is a great specimen of them. As I could see that the corners are getting better at being better tacklers. Trent McDuffie has definitely reached a point where he's one of the best tackling corners in the game, and he's continuously proven time and time again that he is a value to this team, and they wouldn't have won a Super Bowl or two without him. So overall, Trent McDuffie deserves a lot of credit. Give him that, and yeah, tremendous talent, and I hope to see him get his money when it's time. And he most likely, if the Chiefs are smart, will definitely sign him a big contract. We got Derek Stingley. Yeah, Derek Stingley last year was an honorable mention. Honestly, I just wanted to see more of him and seeing, where he would be if he would continue to progress as a football player and become even a better corner. Again, the list was and still is at times very hard, but Derek Stingley has definitely strayed away from all of the corners in terms of the tier lists and whatnot. He's now on top of his game, man, and he's only going to get even better, especially with how young he is. So, Derek Stingley is definitely a guy to watch, definitely a guy to look out for and watch on Sundays. And, again, he is definitely one of the best corners in the game. Definitely could see him being number one eventually. 24 years old, 3 years in the league, 3 years, $90 million, 17 games that he played, 54 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 5 interceptions, 18 pass deflections. He was targeted 85 times, 47.1 completion percentage, which is insanely great. Like compared to all these other guys, 47 completion percentage. Wow, that's great. 4 touchdowns allowed, 382 yards allowed, 133 yards after the catch allowed, and blitzed 1 time in the playoffs. 2 games played, 7 tackles, 2 interceptions, 5 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble, targeted 13 times for a 46.2 completion percentage, 74 yards allowed, and 38 yards after the catch allowed. Again, he did play the Kansas City Chiefs, so if you see, like, he was extremely great with a really good Chargers offense and then playing the Chiefs. So that has to count for something. That has to really show, wow, okay, he is actually deadly. Like, you need to watch out for him. And so much so, he's 17th in Defensive Player of the Year voting. He was a Pro Bowler, a first team All Pro, 6th in interceptions, and 2nd in pass deflection. So, yeah, overall, I'm excited where he's at. He's definitely deserving of being top three, and sooner rather than later, I can definitely see him being number one and competing with guys like Sertan for a while. 2, Jalen Ramsey of now the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, I mean, this is a great sign for Pittsburgh. I think. I mean, they're able to have a corner one who is obviously an All Pro, a Pro Bowler, possible future Hall of Famer in there. Kind of actually be part of a defense that has been lacking a corner number one for a long time. And so Jalen Ramsey being here is a super big benefit for Pittsburgh. Obviously, he's aging a little bit. Not really, he's still young, but he's aging compared to where he was. Is he past his prime? I don't think so. I think he's still got a lot of football left, and he still plays at such a high level that I couldn't rank him anywhere but number two, just because number one has just become number one. He's definitely taken over the list, and I don't see him giving up his crown for at least a while, or at least a battle for it, right? But Jalen Ramsey, with the respect that he has and the ability of his plays and playmaking ability, his toughness, his tackling, like he's got to stay here. Number two is great for him. 30 years old, 9 years in the league, 4 years, $84.7 million. Again, with the Pittsburgh Steelers. 17 games played, 60 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 4 QB hits, 2 interceptions, 11 pass deflections, 1 sack. Targeted 71 times, 62 completion percentage, 3 touchdowns allowed, 462 yards allowed, 202 yards after the catch allowed, blitzed 25 times, had 4 QB hurries, 3 QB knockdowns, and 3 bats. Again, he was very physical this year. Definitely was proving it in Miami that he still got it. He's definitely one guy that you do not want to try. And, again, for these stats, it's pretty complete. It's pretty complete. Yeah, just exciting news to see him in Pittsburgh. If you're a Pittsburgh fan, terrible news for the AFC North. One last year, number two, rightfully number one. Patrick Sertan, the second. Yeah, I mean he's a guy that you watch this guy every single Sunday. He's the epitome of a shutdown corner. He's the epitome of he can do a little bit of everything, and he's going to cause havoc on the passing side. Also, when he needs to be physical and try to go against uh, try to go make something happen, in terms of rushing the QB to making a bad throw to, you know, getting to the running back, in the backfield. Like, so overall, Patrick Surtain does so many great things and has so many intangibles that are just not, it's not coachable, man. It's just innate, talented, just a gift, man, with a lot of IQ and a passion for the game. And that's what Patrick Surtain II has. And he's just made himself into the best corner in the game, man. And Denver's super lucky to have him, obviously. Patrick Surtain, man, 25 years old, 4 years in the league, 5 years, $100.8 million, which is well deserved. 16 games played, 45 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 4 interceptions, 132 yards, interception return yards, for 1 touchdown, 11 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery. Targeted 62 times, 61.3 completion percentage, um, 2 touchdowns allowed, 326 yards allowed, 97 yards after the catch allowed, 2 blitzes, 1 QB hurry. The one playoff game, he had 5 tackles, 3 targets, 100 completion percentage, but that was also for 79 yards. He did allow a touchdown in the playoffs. He did allow 37 yards after the catch. He was Defensive Player of the Year this year. He was a Pro Bowler, a first team All Pro, 10th in interceptions, first in interception return yards, second in interception return touchdowns, and second in largest interception return in the league, or longest interception. So, yeah, good for him. He's number 1, best corner in the game.